processions mimicking the journey Jesus Christ underwent before he was crucified. NCCK Kirinyaga chapter called for truce between the government and KMPDU as the doctors' strike enters its 16th day. NTSA issues 5 key conditions that school transport must meet before embarking on ferrying students back home for the April holidays. Once again, good afternoon. I trust that you are well from wherever you're joining us from here on TV47 News Now. My name is Moigi William. Let us bring you up to speed matters and news, not only news but the latest in the world of news. Starting off, Catholic faithfuls in Kenya and across the globe are marking the Good Friday through rich visual imagery and symbolism, as is the norm in the Roman Catholic Church. According to the Christian doctrine, Good Friday is a Christian holiday commemorating the crucifixion of Jesus and his death at Calvary. At the Holy Family Basilica, faithfuls in their hundreds revisited the events of the day that Jesus was crucified by walking solemnly the way of the cross from the city center by publicly reading selected psalms and singing hymns about Christ's death.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb. O my Jesus, forgive us our sins, save us from the fire of hell, lead all souls to heaven. Fruit of thy womb, Jesus, Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. Blessed for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. Full of grace, the Lord is with you. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. And blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death.
All right, from observing the Good Friday, it is a long Easter holiday. Please do keep safe. Now, to other matters, National Council of Churches of Kenya in Kirinyaga want the national government to speed up the transition from the National Health Insurance Fund to the Social Health Insurance Fund, noting that many patients are suffering immensely as some facilities are declining to treat them based on NHIF. And with the ongoing doctor strike, they have called upon all county governments across the country to hold meaningful dialogues with doctors and other medics to resolve the emerging crisis. The Kirinyaga chapter also said they have reviewed the National Dialogue Committee, that is NADCO report, and are concerned that most Kenyans are not aware of the proposals made in the NADCO report or the implications when these are implemented.
Resolve health crisis speedily. We are concerned that the country is going through a serious health crisis. The transition from the National Health Insurance Fund to the Social Health Insurance Fund is extremely slow and not well understood. As a result, many patients are suffering greatly as health facilities quietly decline to treat them based on the NHIF. We call upon the government to speed up the transition and to especially undertake widespread civic education on the same. We are saddened by images of the sick remaining unattended in public health care facilities due to the ongoing doctor strike. We call upon all county governments across the country to hold meaningful dialogue with the doctors and other medics to resolve the emerging crisis due to strikes.
All right, let us still keep tabs with matters health. As the doctor's strike continues, thereby paralyzing the delivery of health services across the country, residents of Muruba in Kakamega County have every reason to smile as they benefit from free health services following the establishment of a medical camp. Speaking during the medical camp, residents have decried challenges while seeking services at public health facilities due to the strike. Locals have urged the government to find a lasting solution to the doctor strike. The medical camp organizers say they deemed it fit to offer medical services at the grassroots level to ease the financial burden on the locals who are in dire need of health services.
Nimeenda hospitali nikapata hakuna madaktari wamegoma. Nilikuwa nimeleta mtoto clinic nikapata wamegoma. Nikakuja hapa nikatibiwa. Changamoto tunapitia ni unaweza enda hospitali wewe ni mgonjwa sana unahitaji madawa unapata hakuna ule mtu wa kutibu, hakuna ule mtu wa kuhudumia. Inabidi urudi nyumbani. And uko na wewe ni mgonjwa kabisa au uko na huyo mgonjwa kabisa.
Unaweza hata enda hospitali saa nyingine wewe ni mgonjwa kabisa. Lakini umekaa tu hapo. Unarudi tu nyumbani vile umetoka. Sasa tunashindwa, serikali yetu ya sasa iko wapi? Itatusaidiaje? Kwa matawa tunahangaika sana.
Help the citizens access the services without traveling far to the county where these services are. That is at the Huduma Center. So when we come, we know that perhaps there is not someone who is in dire need of a document or a service, but considering that this Huduma Center is far away at Kakamega town, it might seem hard for them to avail themselves there.
All right, now let us shift gears from matters health to matters safety. The National Transport and Safety Authority has urged drivers to ensure the safety of learners on the roads as the first term comes to a close with learners traveling home for the April holiday. Whereby a statement on the X platform on Friday, NTSA listed 5 key conditions that school transport must meet before embarking on ferrying students back home. NTSA says school transport, like all public service vehicles, must have valid road service license, a valid inspection certificate, and the vehicle be fitted with a functional speed limiter. The driver must have the requisite driver's license, class endorsement, and a valid PSV badge. The guidelines come in the backdrop of cases of accidents involving school buses. Still on the road, let us still keep tabs with matters road, and let us talk about road safety campaign whereby the National Transport and Safety Authority NTSA has urged motorists and road users to exercise caution, especially during the these Easter holidays, since many Kenyans are traveling to various parts of the country to spend time with their families. Speaking in Thika, Kiambu County, after the groundbreaking of 600 million Kenya shillings ultra-modern motor vehicle inspection center, the NTSA Director for Corporate Support Services, Jacob Sisei, called for responsible driving behavior, cautioning motorists and other road users to adhere to road safety measures.
Nataka nitoe wito wa Wakenya wenzangu ya kwamba tunapoingia katika msimu huu wa Pasaka tuweze kuangazia mambo ya usalama barabarani. Sisi tunaendesha campaign ya mambo masita currently, ya kwamba unapokuwa kule barabarani tuzingatie mambo ya speed, tusiendeshe magari zetu kwa kasi na tujali wale wanatumia barabara hile. Tuache mambo ya kukunywa ama drink driving, tuache mambo ya kuendesha gari kama umechoka ama driver fatigue. Tuzingatie mambo ya lane discipline, tuzingatie mambo ya road signs, na tuweze kushirikiana pamoja ili tunapotumia barabara ile, ikiwa unaendesha gari, ikiwa unatembea kwa miguu ama unatumia hata pikipiki, tuweze kujali Wakenya wenzetu. Hiyo ni mambo ya drive ya Easter ambayo currently tunatekeleza, na tuweze kuensure ya kwamba tunazingatia yale mambo yote kulingana na sheria.
All right, a quick one. Let us go back to matters Good Friday. The president has a message for Christians. President William Ruto has joined millions of Christians throughout the world to celebrate Good Friday. In his message, the president recognized Kenyans suffering due to high cost of living amid high taxation that has made life unbearable. Ruto, in a post on X, that is formerly Twitter, said that the Easter message of hope does not deny the existence of heavy burdens and depressing setbacks with which we must struggle, saying the story of Jesus, which was a rise from the bottom, should inspire the nation to rise above the current challenges and help those in need. In other news, as the push to have fair payment among the private security officers continue, they are now pleading with the government to sign the collective bargaining agreement that will allow their concerns initiated as a law. Speaking ahead of tomorrow's major meeting, they insisted that it will be of importance if they all meet together with their leaders so as to iron out burning issues and come to a consensus. Nonetheless, the Kenya National Private Security Workers Union also want the agreement to touch on the work group level that will provide room for promotion at the workplace. One of the key concerns is pertaining the 30,000 Kenya shillings monthly salary, which they say should be the bare minimum salary to all the security guards despite the companies they originate from. Whereby the organizations, that is KNPSWU, National General Secretary Isaac Ndambwa and Anthony Ndegwa, who is the current chair of the union, has pledged to support President Ruto's government.
Bawabu wameumia katika nchi ya Kenya kwa sababu hatukuwa na regulator. Mimi mwenyewe nilifukuzwa KK 27 nikafutwa ya kwamba kwa sababu tumeanza mambo ya union. Lakini nataka nishukuru Mungu. Serikali ambayo iko saa hii ya Dr. William Ruto ni watu ambao wanaenda kanisani. Na kama nyinyi mnaenda kanisani mnaheshimu Mungu, hakuna kitu ambaye itashinda sisi. Mheshimiwa Rais ametupatia a very nice regulator in the name of CEO Fazul Mohamed. Na kazi ya Mohamed Fazul no regulate the industry under section 9 of the act. Wala ambao wajui mwende msome. Na kuna watu kwa Ministry of Labor wako na hangover ya mambo ya kuwa na independence ya mambo ya private security. Wako na hangover kama ile ilikuwa ya Simon Peter.
In other news, more than 8,000 residents of Motonyi Bore constituency, Meru County, are breathing a sigh of relief after an electric fence was built to keep elephants out of their field. According to the Lower Conservancy Chief Programs and Partnership, John Kinoti, said that the 2.5-kilometer fence that cost more than 1 million was funded from last year's Lewa Safari Marathon in cooperation with the Motonyi community. However, the fencing project chairman, David Mwiti, said that earlier some residents had to move from their land due to human-wildlife conflict, but now the situation has been controlled.
We are building partnership for people in terms of their livelihood enhancement, because Motonyi community is actually an agricultural community, and by them having an electric fence, which is a short elephant fence, helps to do what we call human-wildlife conflict mitigation. We've done an electric fence that is going to connect generations of young people to old people in terms of farming.
Kwa sasa ninaposimama hapa niko na furaha, ni kwa sababu tunaweza lala vizuri bila uoga, tunalala vizuri bila shida, sababu pia kulikuwa na shida ya watu kuangushwa ni ndovu. Kuna mzee aliangushwa ni ndovu hapo awali, bahati yake ya kuweza kufa, na kwa sasa hivi tuko na imani ya kwamba tunaweza tembea hata usiku, hatuogopi, maana yake ndovu sasa siwezi kaingia hapa ndani sababu zimezuiliwa na hiyo huwa.
All right, it is a reprieve for the residents of Bori constituency. But with that, let us take a short commercial break. But do stay with us. More news on the other side of the break. All right, welcome back and thank you so much, much appreciated for keeping it TV47. This is TV47 News Now, our afternoon bulletin, bringing you up to speed with the latest news. Now to more news. Residents of Thika now say that the construction of the largest ultra-modern motor vehicle inspection center will benefit them economically, as new businesses will sprout and help in driving customers to the area. The project, worth 600 million Kenya shillings, which has been welcomed by the residents, is expected to reduce the congestion at the current inspection center and will improve the number of vehicles inspected from 200 to 1,000 a day. Jacob Sisei, Director for Corporate Support Services at National Transport and Safety Authority (NTSA), says the state-of-the-art will be the largest in the Horn of Africa. Thika Town Member of Parliament Alice Nganga says the project will create job opportunities and at the same time educate the community on matters road safety and enforcing traffic regulations.
Tutakuwa tunachukua magari zetu pale kufanyia inspection, and this will be a 6-lane inspection unit ambayo itakuwa kubwa sana. Itakuwa pia na upande wa driver testing unit ambayo tutaweza kutumia hata simulators kufanya driver testing. Mradi huu itaweza kutusongesha kwa mambo ya inspection ya magari kutoka 200 ambayo tunafanya katika ama kwa wakati huu hadi karibu 1000 kwa siku.
Hata hiyo sio ile ya maana zaidi. Ya maana zaidi ni kwamba hii inspection center ndio itakuwa kubwa sana kushinda hata ile ya Nairobi. Meaning mabasi zote zitakuwa zinakuja wapi? Hapa. Matatu zote zitakuwa zinakuja wapi? So kutakuwa na a lot of economic development kutoka pahali wapi? Hapa. Na ndio nikafika hapa siku ya leo. Na nyinyi wenyewe ndio mtasema nigurume kama simba. Ukisikia mimi ni mama simba, nitaguruma kama simba.
Na ule msukumano wa magari wakati inspection inapofanywa, unapata magari ziko mingi, hazina mahali ya kupakiwa, zinapakiwa kwa barabara. Unapata jam, watu wengine wakienda ku access town wanapata wako na shida ya kufika huko town. Lakini sasa wakati imeletwa pande hii, hapa utatufungulia mabiashara, itafungua watu wa spare parts watakuja hapa. Jumana hapa kuna sehemu kubwa, pia soko iko tu hapa karibu, stage iko tu hapa karibu.
All right, enough of matters road safety. To matters health, 13 counties still lag behind in tackling matters neonatal deaths, with 60 to 70% of the deaths occurring at county referral hospitals. Data also shows that a majority of these deaths occur on weekends and public holidays. Stakeholders are now calling for more investment to end these deaths. Sheila Chilagat reports.
Tana River, Garissa, West Pokot, Elgeyo Marakwet and Machakos are among the 13 counties still facing the greatest burden of maternal and newborn deaths.
The majority of the deaths again happen at the county referral hospitals, which is very dangerous. I don't know how that happens, but I'm told it happens over the weekends and holidays and at night.
Despite commendable strides in improving maternal and newborn health, data from the 2022 Kenya Demographic and Health Survey shows that maternal mortality ratio stands at 355 per 100,000 live births and neonatal mortality rate stands at 21 per 1,000 live births.
Bleeding during and immediately after delivery. That is the biggest killer of our mothers, followed by hypertensive disorders and others.
How do you have facilities where children are being born, newborns are being born, you deliver the mother, but what happens to the child? So this we need to improve across all levels.
And as Kenya strives to attain the SDG target of 70 per 100,000, calls for more investments have been made.
We really want to advocate for a system which has AI capabilities. We need to be analyzing all the data that we have so that we will be doing targeted interventions. When you come to Elgeyo Marakwet, you are not coming to Elgeyo Marakwet alone. We just go and narrow it down to where we have the challenge, and then we can be able to find and actually intervene at that level.
This initiative will collaborate with the 13 counties in a bid to enhance survival and well-being of expectant mothers and newborns. Sheila Chelangat for TV47.
All right, thank you, Sheila, for that informative piece. Elsewhere, disparate residents whose houses were submerged in some parts of Nairobi, like Lower Savannah Ward, Nairobi County, are trying to salvage their belongings from water from the raging floods that poured on Sunday night. However, the Nairobi residents are still in fear that the same situation may reoccur if the county government does nothing.
6 hours of heavy rains on Sunday night causing damage and destruction at Soweto, Lower Savannah, Nairobi County, leaving hundreds of families with heavy hearts in the area.
Tulika kwa hiyo maji, juu hakuna penye tungeenda, juu maji ilikuwa imejaa mpaka huko nje. Ukitoka nje ni kama maji na kuvuruta. Ilibidi turudi tu tukae tujifungie tu hapa. Tunasikia tu fence zinaenda, mpaka nyumba tunaona ni kama inaenda.
Hannah Wamboy Kenyanjui and some of the Soweto residents explained to us their agony.
Na pande ile hiyo room nyingine pale maana ile matrisi kama tope. Tulipomoa mabati pande tukachomoka kwa roti nyingine.
The Soweto residents are blaming the Nairobi County government for turning a blind eye to a dump site at the riverbanks, which causes flooding in the area.
Na ni juu ya hiyo takataka imewekwa pale. Inafunga njia ya maji. Sasa kufunga njia ya maji, hiyo njia ya maji ndio ikifungwa ndio inakuja kutafuta sasa mahali ya kuingilia, ndio hiyo inaingia ndio inatusumbua.
Despite Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja's directive for residents living near waterways to vacate, Soweto residents couldn't heed to that because they have nowhere to go, claiming that they were born and raised in that area.
But ile shida iko pale ilitoka kwa wazee wetu, wale wazee wa kijiji, juu waliuzia wale watu wanaishi pale, unaona? So shida yote mtu ameuziwa pale, ajui vile iko.
However, the residents are urging the Nairobi County government to intervene and come up with the fast solution to ensure that the upcoming